Alright, I'm going to do a how-to video. I got an '07 Expedition here. Standard cab, not the extra long. And I just bought myself some running boards off of Amazon. I think they're called IBoards. But they look the same as what everyone else is offering. IBoards, eBoards, they all look about the same to me. So I bought them. I'm going to put them on right now. And so we're going to unbox it first and make sure we have all the parts and lay it out. And so we have a good idea of what we're going to do. So, alright, we got the lid off and just wanted to show everyone how it's packaged inside. It looks good. Everything looks fine. We'll continue to unbox it and make sure all the other parts and everything's not scratched, damaged, or anything like that, but it looks like it's packaged well. Alright, so here we are back. There's the Expedition. We just got everything laid out here. The brackets right here are for the front driver's side. Actually, not for the front, the driver's side. That one's the front driver's side, middle, back. And then this is the front passenger side. And then middle and back. Okay, and you can see that if your instructions are similar to mine. So that right there, driver's side front mounting bracket, and then this is driver's side rear mounting bracket, driver's side center rear mounting bracket, driver's side center rear mounting bracket, because those two can go in the middle or the back, but they're center middle. And then this is driver's side passenger front mounting bracket. That's what those icons stand for. And so then I just got the exact same setup over here. Driver's side front, passenger front mounting bracket, and then same thing back there. Passenger side, center rear mounting bracket. And then I just organized all my bolts into a nice pile there so I know what I'm doing. Made sure they're all there. And then the running boards are still in the plastic for protection. I'm going to go ahead, since this is my first YouTube video ever, I'm going to go ahead and do one side first so you don't have to hear me swearing and cussing and trying to figure it out. And then I'll do the driver's side, and it'll look like I know what I'm doing. So we'll get back to you. Alright, so I successfully completed the passenger side. It is all done, and it went together very well, nice and smooth. So one thing that I did here to begin with, besides sorting all my parts and pieces, is I went to the instructions and put them together. So that goes on the top of the bracket, and then this set here goes on the bottom of the bracket. So the bracket is going to hang from the car like this, okay? And the one with the nut on it is going to go in this hole here in the frame of the car, and then the one without the nut is going to go through here into the frame of the car, and the running board will sit right here. Okay, so here's what the passenger side looks like after I got it all done. Don't know if you can tell very well with the sun, and you probably can't, but anyways, maybe if I come over here and shoot back from the shade. There you go. So that's what the passenger side looks like. Looks good. And it didn't take me very long. It probably took me about an hour because I was just meticulous and going slow, and I didn't want to scrape my knuckles. So, but if you want to get going, I mean, you could probably do this whole thing in about hour and a half, both sides. So, alright, I'll walk you through the driver's side now. Alright, so here we are on the driver's side. This tire right here is the front tire of the driver's side. To give you some orientation. It looks to me, well, I saw this on the other side too. It looks to me like this car, that when I bought it, it didn't come with running boards, but at one point it did have running boards on it, because this is the bracket for the old running board. Okay, so obviously what we're going to do is we're going to undo this bolt here and that bolt there and take this bracket off. And we're going to use the same, we could use the same bolt if we wanted to, or I'm not going to though, but we're just going to basically pick one of those holes for the new bracket, and then it mounts the bottom of the new bracket mounts to one of these corresponding holes in the frame here. This one here and this one here. Okay, and we're going to follow our way around, so I'll give you a shot of that in a second. Alright, so this is what it would look like if you didn't have previous running boards on from the factory brackets and whatnot. So this is the new bracket, and it is the DPFM driver/passenger front mounting bracket. Okay, and so you just pick one of these. I'm going to hang it on this one here and line it up with this hole right there. I want it to be as far back from the front as possible, because when the driver gets in the car, they're not going to be stepping clear up by the front tire to get in. So I want to give most of the support to the back. So we're going to go ahead and put these bolts in. And once again, they just replace where the factory ones were. They're either going to go in right here in this hole, and then one underneath here through here, or if you chose the other side, then put it in the other side. So here it is. Took the old bracket off. I showed you that. Here's the new bracket on. Just went right up in here, got the nut on there. This is right into the frame. It's threaded. Okay. I left the bracket loose. I leave all the bolts, everything loose, until I get it all assembled, the running board on and everything. And then I go ahead and tighten it up, and I can push it into place, level it out, do whatever I want to make it look satisfactory. So that's the front one. Now we're going to go further back. And here's the other mounting bracket from the factory. Okay, and there's a big piece of frame right here, so this one's probably not going to be useful. Plus, it's there's more frame right here, and so the next available hole that's in the middle is going to be right here where the existing mounting bracket is. So we're going to go ahead and take that one off and put the other one on. But if yours doesn't have this, then you can just come back about the middle past this big support here on the frame and pick the next available hole and put on your next mounting bracket. I failed to mention that these bolt heads are 13 millimeter to help you get that on. Yeah, there we go. I got all the mounting brackets on, and that's what it looks like from underneath or from the front now. So now what I've done is I pulled the running board out, and I've put all the screws in, okay, and they just come down here at the end of the track and slide on with the square heads, and I just slid them down into roughly the middle. Alright, so what I'm going to do now that I got those bolts on the running board here, I got the 6 of them, you know, 2 for the front, 2 for the middle, 2 for the back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just turn it over and set it on those mounting brackets, and then I'll just put the two bolts in at a time. So we're going to just turn the running board upside right, just set it here on the mounting bracket and just let it rest there. Now what I've done is, the way I position it after I get all the bolts in, I just come, my personal choice was to come just right off the running board and just right smooth with the back. That's how I lined it up. You can line it up however you'd like. That puts it a little bit short there, so maybe you could, you know, you could scoot it over and put it dead center, but you know, I didn't think that very many people were going to be stepping up here to get in the car or anything. And, you know, with the door being right here, they're going to be stepping towards the back of the car to get in. And so I wanted to give as much step to the back of the car as possible for people to get in. But if you want it centered, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. So now what we're going to do is just come right down in here and get up under here. Sorry, the hand. So there's our bolts hanging down. Just going to get those and pull those into place, and then we just pick this up and slide it over and set it in. So we're going to do on all of them. I'm just going to put this up and slide them over and in. Same thing here. Move my bolts down here. Pick them up. I'm just gonna slide it in. Just like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Okay. All right, now we're gonna grab the nut and washer. Let go with these. 2, 4, 6. 6 nuts. 6 washers. I'm just gonna set them on the running boards like that, in the area in which we will be using them. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, excuse me, I'm going to grab one, and hopefully I can do this one-handed. If not, I'll have to pause the video until I can make it happen. All right. Okay. But here we are. Come up under here. So see that? And we just push those on. Those are 10mm bolts. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and put all of them on nice and loose like that. Just finger tight. They're the locking nuts. If you care to see, just the locking nut. I mean, you'll obviously see that if you buy these. And I'm going to put them on loose all the way down, and then I can position the running board. All right. So I've gone through. So here it is, on, all the way down. I've gone through, and I have tightened or snugged up. I put on the nut and the washer, and then I snugged them all up, just so they were not tight, but snug. And so now I'm going to go through and tighten the back bracket, the actual main bracket that's tied into the car, and give it one last final snug. And I'm going to I mean, it looks fairly level now, but I'm going to just try and just eyeball it and level it out and tighten the bottom one or the top one or whatever needs to be done to get it looking real good, and then just snug up the other one. So anyways, that's what it looks like, and when I get those tightened up, I'll give you a demo. Alright, there you go. That's the finished product. And the other side looks the same. This is the driver's side. They look really good. They seem to be good quality. Excuse me. And I think I'm going to like them. I mean, they give you plenty of space to get in there. I mean, this is me standing on it. It feels extremely sturdy. I weigh probably well, I know how much I weigh. I weigh 225. So, I mean, very rock solid, sturdy. My kids have already tried them out. They're uber excited. And that's actually what we got them for. My little kids had a hard time climbing in and out of the car, so we decided to get some running boards. Other than that, they look good. And they were fairly straightforward to install. And that is for installing the IBoard running boards that I got on Amazon. So there you go. Worked out really good. Thanks for watching.